Hey everybody, if this is true and Hulk Hogan hasn't said anything, this is bad stuff. And unfortunately, Hulk Hogan has a track record of allegations of racism. This time, he's has said to have done this to a young lady named Essence Jenai, beautiful girl, as part of a uh, effort. Black influencer claims Hulk Hogan canceled a contract because she's, well, black. Okay. Hogan has been exposed for using racial slurs in the past, reports Black Enterprise. And then it goes on to read Hulk Hogan is facing new racism allegations. The former wrestler is accused of canceling an influencer's contract due to their blackness. And influencer Essence Jenai recounted her termination as a brand ambassador for Hogan's Wheel American Beer Company on social media. Her TikTok includes images of Janae with Hogan as she started working for the Hogan Knows Best star on July 2nd. And so on July 2nd. And he did show up with her. He actually appeared, and that's what Black Enterprise is a show. He actually appeared with her in a photograph that was on her TikTok. See, that's also the cover of this. So, part of me wonders, all right, if he really didn't like her that much because she was black, would he have even appeared in a photograph with her? Okay. Now, cutting the other part of the contract was ridiculous. It's a beautiful picture. Shows everything that's right with America and right with Hulk. So why would he actually cut it, treating her like that and basically denying her income? Because the contract was supposed to be for an entire week, right? Hulk has some explaining to do, and Real American Beer Company has to explain to do. Or were they the ones that canceled it? So there's a lot more here than meets the eye, literally, because they're not talking. Okay, they are not talking. And again, yeah, Hulk is being pilloried, so they should say something. And this is really the kind of thing that you should never, if you have these accusations hanging on your head, you don't let them stand unless it's true. Because if it's not true, at least you'll come out and say, hey, you know what? That's not what we intended. Here's what happened. You have a story, you have a press conference, either virtual or in real, and you make it clear this is where you were coming from. All right. They did not do that. And so we have, oops, brand ambassador Hulk Hogan accused of firing brand ambassador one day after contract started once he realized she was black. But here's the thing. He is in a photograph with her. Okay? He is in a photograph with her. And it's not like he took a picture and thought in the middle of the picture, oh, she's black. Okay? He is in a photograph with her. Now, if he were that bad, he wouldn't have been at in the photograph with her. Unless he's the kind of guy that doesn't want to tell you exactly how he feels up front. Now, there are a number of people who say, no, he's not that kind of guy. He really is truly has a racist bone there, and he's going to talk to you about it. This is not a good look for Hulk Hogan. My thought is it's too bad that he has enough money to be that guy, to be racist, to treat her like that. But again, Hulk has said nothing to defend himself. It's called the Real American Beer Company. So let me type in Twitter, American Beer, if I can see if the company itself has said anything. And 1 hour ago, folks. Glad I asked. Take a look at this, okay? That's exactly what happened, all right? An hour ago, the Real American Beer Company released this statement. There it is, okay? There's from Vibe, all right? So let's click on Vibe and find out what was stated here. And I will take the I'll stop that screen there. And I'll present the Vibe article, which is right here. And here we go. Real American. See, I told you, you don't let these things stand. They were a little late. All right. Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer denies terminating influencer Essence Jenai due to her race. So here it is. All right. Here's the story. Because look, you have to always resist the bandwagon, right? And you have to go out, all right, and say, all right, hey, that's why I was careful to write this title, Hulk Hogan versus Essence Jenai, as Essence Jenai canceled by Hulk Hogan for being black influencer. Well, I didn't put the question mark. I should have. It's not true, which means I have to make another video and say, hey, look, here is the statement, folks. All right. But here is the statement right here. All right. It goes like this. Real American Beer released a statement on alleged racist firing. Hulk Hogan accused of firing beer ambassador. Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer has released a statement following accusations of firing a brand ambassador for being black. Quote, we are deeply troubled by the false rumor circulating on social media that a brand ambassador hired by a third-party marketing agency was terminated by Hulk Hogan for racial reasons, reads the statement from a brand spokesperson. Real American Beer simply terminated its short-term relationship with a third-party marketing agency. Hulk Hogan was not involved in that decision, and race was not a factor. We're in communication with the agency in an attempt to clear the misunderstanding and incorrect information, and believe that this false statement will be withdrawn. And there's Hulk, okay? And it reads, social media influencer Essence Jenai took to TikTok Saturday with accusations of racism being aimed at the former wrestler. She claims she was fired as a brand ambassador for the beer after Hulk Hogan met her in person for the first time. Hulk Hogan, she writes, thanks for making clear you don't work with black brand ambassadors. Essence captioned the first two of two TikToks addressing the matter, where she shares images from the first in-store event alongside Hogan. She also added, point of view, Hulk Hogan paid you to be a brand ambassador and canceled your contract the next day because he realized you were a black ambassador. Okay. Now, then she says she also exchanged shared a text exchange indicating she was fired under the guise of the rest of the events being canceled. After checking social media, however, the model found
Patricia or Patricia Yerder?
Hold on a second, folks. I've got to pick this up real quick. Hey, when your mother calls, always answer. At any rate, what I was writing was she also shared a text exchange indicating she was fired under the guise of the rest of the events being canceled. After checking social media, however, the model found 3 non-black women participating in promotional events for the brand. Instead, see her screenshots below. This is the weird part. Essence. You didn't do anything wrong at all. In fact, I'm sure you did great, but this client wants us to cancel the rest of the events this week. I'm really sorry. Oh my God, what happened? Are they only taking me off the events, or are they canceling the events completely? And then it reads, all the rest of the events are canceled completely. I guess they didn't have room for us on the boat, because that's the promoting. There's nobody black in that picture. So clearly there is a race issue here, and they're not handling it in a way that makes the situation look any better. Because first of all, if you go back to the statement, let's go back to this real quick, because it's important to really realize how this was presented, how it was handled. All right. it says, first of all, back here, that we are deeply troubled by the false rumor circulating on social media that a brand ambassador was hired by a third-party marketing agency, was terminated by Hulk Hogan for racial reasons, reads the statement from a brand spokesperson. Real American Beer simply terminated its short-term relationship with a third-party marketing agency. All right? Hulk Hogan was not involved in that decision, and race was not a factor. We're in communication with the agency in an attempt to clear the misunderstanding and incorrect information, and believe that this false statement will be withdrawn. Okay, but if that's the case, then how do you explain this photograph down here, where they're drinking Real American Beer and they're all white? All right? So they didn't make it any better at all. Okay? Because she found that. And the clear lesson here, folks, is very simple. When you are working with an influencer, regardless of race, creed, or color, the measure of how good that influencer is when they bitch and moan about you. Okay? Because then you pay attention. All right? Essence Jenai proves she is a true influencer by igniting a firestorm over how she thought she was treated, and yet Real American Beer public relations proving that they don't get social media today or where media really is, but they are traditional media practitioners, stepped right in it by not explaining, by not understanding the universe of images they put out, and explaining where the other one came from that she referred to, which probably means they didn't even look at the rest of her social media entry. They looked at the statement and the firestorm, both on traditional media and social media in particular, and reacted from there. So they need to clean this up. But the bottom line is, when you hire an influencer, you make absolutely certain the influencer knows not only why you're getting rid of that person, but also that what you say is by your own content that's out there, proven and justified and backed by your actions. Because this sounds like they're saying one thing and doing another, okay? Saying one thing and doing another. And that just makes it worse for them. And it makes Hulk Hogan look bad too. What Hulk should do is simply make his own video, which only takes 10 or 15 seconds, and say, you know what, that I was happy to be with that young lady. We'll make it up. We'll make it right. I'm really sorry this happened. That's really what Hulk has to say, because ultimately it's his face out there plus his reputation. All right. And it's clear that at least the brand people are getting heat from Hulk and saying, hey, look, you have to make this right. But Hulk has to make this right. So it's still messy. More coming. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark Zenny62blog.com. We'll see you.